So it's time to get the glass in this. Of course, our windshield seal was the one with the trim, and the one we need is without trim, so I had to order a windshield seal immediately. I got this, this is the window track seal I have sitting in here, and our felts. Just looking over the instructions, they don't really say anything about attaching your felts or anything like that. The door is doubled right here, some up here, and I'd kind of like to do a small screw in this, but I'm not sure that I can do it within not poking out the outside here. I'd rather not use glue, and I did paint these the other day, that inner piece on the top of the door here. That might hold it. Yeah, I believe this is the sticky junk to glue the glass into the track piece, and then our felts that go on the inside of the door here. And it doesn't, the instructions don't really talk any about this, so I'm kind of guessing a little bit. It does have some little screws that I have no idea where those go, because it doesn't talk about that. But I'm going to try to mess with this and get this up in there. You need to get the window track piece in and your door felts in before you put the glass in. You're not going to be able to get those in there later. Jared got all the wiring done for our window switches here. That's down, up. Those really, I mean, that is kind of a complexy kind of deal in theory, but it's a trigger switch, like a nitrous full throttle switch on each side of it, so it's not actually that elusive or crazy.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
I got the tiniest screws in my assortment here. I'm just gonna put a hole through the inside here and see how much room I have. Alright, so up in that corner, there's that much, which is much shorter than our screw. So even if I had to go to a little bit longer screw, because I'm worried that this screw won't even make it through the piece here, that we still might be able to. I'd like to just have a screw in each top corner, because a lot of times, a lot of times, you'll see on these older cars that this is drooped right in the corner. The glass sometimes doesn't go all the way up in there in that corner as tight as it does in different spots. You know, it's not going to hit everything evenly. So we'll try this, and hopefully make it happen, Captain. Look at that. And the head of the screw you don't have to worry about too much. The cloth in this piece, you know, is going to kind of encase it a little bit. If you do notice an issue with it, though, you need to take care of it. If the glass is going to sit there and tap on a screw like that, it will eventually break it. So, Jared's still struggling over there. I got the felts in, but this one on this side gave me a bunch of hell, because it was like these were spaced wrong. Like this one needed to just go a touch forward, and it made it to where it wouldn't go on. So I'm trying it on the other side, see if it works any better. But also, you can see how these are in different kind of shapes here, and you can bend those to contour the things correctly. Also, these ends where they clip them, crazy sharp, and so be really wary of those, even knowing that I still got my paint right there. So just be really cautious of that. Windows drive me nuts, because you'll get to this point where everything's right, and they'll just mess something up, make it to where, you know, something doesn't look right or fit right or something. Drive me bonkers. I think this stuff is to hold the glass into the channel, so I'll put that down in there. It's not sticky or anything, but I think it's just supposed to grip it. I have the track into the channel on each side to where it's actually holding that that track into the felt here. Try and slide this stuff in, although it might be meant to go on the glass and then be slid in this. Alright, I got it set down in the track there. So let's grab our glass. We got our glass here. This isn't the glass that came with the kit. We ended up going with the smoked glass, which has the tint inside of it, which will look really good with our gray. Now we just got to figure out how they go in here. Sometimes it's better to come in from the outside of the door. Sometimes it's better to go from the inside of the door. These trucks, of course, didn't give you any room to work on anything in these doors. I'm going to unbolt that front track and see if that doesn't give us a little more room here. So I unbolted the front track here, and that should give us enough room to move forward, but it's hitting this window switch like immediately, so it still might not work. Thank you, Chevy, for this 2x8 hole to stick both my arms in, and a piece of glass, and a window track, and a... I think I know what we have to do. Can you grab the yellow masking tape? This is so hard. Alright, what I want you to do is tape some runners here so we can grab it. Is it in the tracks? Somehow, by some sort of miracle, it went into the track while we were goofing. New boot goofing. But I got these little pieces of tape on here so we can hang on to the window even after it goes into the door here. So I'm lining my PC parts in here. Piece that holds the window. I think we're good. What we need to do is roll up this window a little bit. Do we got power? So we got our window in the track. We'll try to...
You should be live. I'll double check. Fuse.
I kind of got it set in the track here. This is the track piece that I'm talking about to get it lined up. I lined up the ends of this with our felt piece here, and then I'm trying to check if this little rubbery seal that we got in there is on there right. And that's supposed to hold the glass in the track or in the mount here. The ones I like a little better are like the GM style, and they're 99 and newer. It was just a piece of rubber that had 2 10mm bolts under it, and it just squeezed the glass right in the middle. And some of these are that way. This one is kind of cool because it has like this full floating track thing, but so maybe this is the only style that would work on this. When you have it down like this, you want to get this track here like tight up against the window, and usually you'll have another hole in the door to where you can push this track against it and then put the bolt back in. Well, obviously this one is going to make you kind of guess here, I guess. What can happen if this track is in a little too tight, it can create too much drag on that window, and it'll, you know, as you roll it down, it'll be a murr. And so if you are having issues like that where the glass just doesn't seem to be, see that right there, got too tight. And so it's really nice when you have enough room to get your hand in there to set that adjustment. But since we don't, we're just gonna have to keep on messing with this. All right, there she is. Well, we got the back window in, which it hurt everything.
It sucked.
Yeah, there's the reason those glass guys get paid for that. We still have to put in the locking strip, but kind of cool. And there it is, the door closed. Looking clean.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job.